5 text messages, 30 missed calls. What is going on?
Pam, look.
She'll never find out.
Pam,
What
Pam,
is that supposed to
we're
mean?
just going to talk about this later.
4, 3, 2.
Hello and welcome to This Evening with Nick and Pam.
Tonight we're making sponge cake with Richard Kirkler.
Checking in with our resident beekeeper, Eric Edison.
And meeting up with famous wine connoisseur Mike T. Zalea.
We've also bagged an exclusive film interview with film star Amma. Pam, did you realise that Amma is an expressive dancer?
Didn't have a clue.
In fact, she's actually an expert, and if you're lucky enough, she'll be showing us some moves later on in the show. But now we're going to go live to the kitchen with Richard Kirkwood, where... OK, Richard can't be with us today. Probably a bad case of man flu or something. But instead we've got Alice to step into the breach. Alice!
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Right. Today we're going to be making sponge cake. You'll need 500 grams of flour, 200 grams of butter and 600 grams of sugar. You'll also need 2 eggs. We'll need those later. First of all, cream together the butter and the sugar. Right. And then you need to mix it together in a big mess like this. And now we're going to crack the eggs. What you'll need to do is crack the egg. Oops. TV studios are a great place for a practical joke. Let's let Nick find that one later. So you want to add your eggs. And then once that's all mixed nicely together, add your flour. And we'll probably need some vanilla essence is always a great thing to add to cakes. It makes them taste very nice. Right, give that another good stir. And as you can see, it's looking lovely. Right, now what you'll need to do is you'll need to set your oven to 180 degrees. And now you get your cake tins that have obviously been greased previously so that the mixture doesn't stick. Just get the last bit of shell in that bit. There we go. Smooth it round. Look at that. Amazing. Hang on. There we go. There you go. Perfect. Back to you.
Well, thank you, Alice, for that tasty little feature. We'll be calling back in the kitchen later on to taste the outcome of that sponge cake. Sorry?
Is that lipstick?
So anyway, today's guest on the sofa is Mike T.
Zalea.
Mike T. Zalea.
Yes, Mike T. Zalea is a wine enthusiast known throughout the world for his unique technique in the field of sampling wine. His latest hardback, Wine Scene Investigation, recently outsold Jamie Oliver's hardback within 48 hours of their releases. And he's here today to speak to us in our studio. Good evening, Mike.
Hi,
Good
Mike.
evening, Pamela. Taste that.
Well, thank you very much.
Tell me what you think that is.
I mean, you're the expert, but I'll have a guess at maybe a red Bordeaux, maybe?
Well, it's Robinson's fruit shoot, actually. Just a little joke to break the ice
Right.
there. Although, seriously, it's important to identify the wine before you taste it.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that. I was just kind of playing along there.
Liar.
So.
Anyway, Mike, you recorded your first audiobook at the age of 10,
Yes.
entitled On Cloud Wine, but it was universally panned by the critics.
Yes. One reviewer said he'd rather stick pins in his eyes than listen to that festering pile of horse feces again.
Wow, that must have been quite painful for you.
Well, I was young and overly impressionable, so I didn't take it well. I hit the bottle. It was a tough time for me. I must have drunk at every milkshake bar in town.
Anyway, you brought along a copy of your new book and
Yes.
a couple of wines for us to try. Would you like to talk us through the process?
Yes. Now, there are 4 stages to tasting wine. There's the appearance of the wine, there's the fragrance of the wine, there's the taste of the wine, and the aftertaste of the wine. These 4 stages are what are combined to discover wine's suitability for tasting and also to discover any faults.
Okay.
Now, tonight we're going to look at the appearance and the fragrance.
Okay.
And also the taste.
Well, I mean, let's start with the fragrance then.
I doubt you'll get much of a sensation from
Okay.
that.
Okay.
No, that'll do.
Okay. Okay. This one's fine now. Okay.
First, we have the drink.
Okay. Should we be doing that, or?
Nope. That one was just for me.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm jumping ahead, but I'm getting some berries. I'm getting, you know, oak. I mean. Oh.
Mike, I couldn't help but notice, why are the wine labels covered up?
Well, it's a well-known fact in the wine tasting world that a certain amount of bias creeps into your judgment of the wine when you see the wine's label. So to ensure impartiality, it is suggested that all wine be served blind. Okay, let's get on to the smelling. Now, I want you to stick your nose deep into the glass and take a good whiff. Inhale deeply. What do you smell?
Christina Aguilera.
So, Mike, let's go to the tasting. What
Yes.
we're going to get out of that then?
Well, first, let me tell you how. This is the professional way, of course. Professionals, the first thing a professional would do was take another drink.
Okay.
You know, just to get warm. Just to get warmed up, obviously.
Yeah.
Now, just take a small sip and roll it about on your tongue.
Okay.
Smooth, creamy, aromas reminiscent of an armpit occupied with severe perspiration.
Right. Okay, well, that's, I'm afraid, all we've got time for with Mike. He'll be back later in the show. He'll be suggesting a great wine for Alice's sponge cake.
Well, it appears some people have been getting a lot of action lately. And one woman who's got to the top of the box office doing just that is Amma in her latest action-adventure blockbuster. I went along to interview her earlier.
Agent Brown, we have a new mission for you. A notorious terrorist who goes by the name of Bomberman has planted 5 bombs in 5 of our largest and busiest cities. We need you to find those bombs and stop Bomberman. Bring that shit in!
Hello, Amma. I'd like to welcome you to England.
It's a pleasure.
So, what was your most memorable moments whilst filming our Fun 3?
Well, you know, I see every day as a most memorable moment because working on the set with the crew, the cast, it was really good. I mean,
sure.
everyone was brilliant. But I think that probably my most memorable moment will be when I actually run into Jude Law one time, and then we're actually on this Italian cruise, and he offered to take me out for a drink.
Oh, lovely.
So I said, well, I'm okay, I could go with you. So we went, and then we actually met Cameron Diaz and Jude Law just at the same time because they were working on a film at that time. So, I mean, We got together, had a couple of drinks, had coffee, went to Starbucks, had some coffee. It was amazing. We even I think we said that we were gonna get back together sometime to just hang about and just chill.
So how about the rumours going on around about you and Sam Hudson, your off-screen involvement? Can you comment on anything like that?
Sam, well, I didn't really know there were rumours going on because me and Sam, whatever it is, it's just strictly professional. I mean,
I see.
We do not add pleasure to work. We just do everything professional. I mean, I don't see him that way, you know what I mean? He's just my co-star. He's a brilliant person, yeah.
Right, I see. So how do you keep in such great shape?
Oh, I don't really have like a routine to, like,
Oh, I'm sure you must have.
I actually don't, because people go to the gym and that I do not go to the gym at all. It's just something natural that comes to me.
Oh,
I'm
lovely.
my mom used to say that I'm really, really, really blessed to, have this nice figure. Not that I'm showing off it. I'm just saying that.
Oh,
it's just
absolutely. I'm sure we all agree.
It's a natural thing to me, yeah.
Lovely. So tell us about the Galliano dress that you're going to be wearing on the red carpet.
Actually, it's not Galliano. It's Louis Vuitton.
Oh.
See, you got it wrong there. It's the new one from Louis Vuitton that he specially made for me. Because, I had a call from Sir Louis like 2 days ago, and he was telling me that my dress was ready. So I actually saw it this morning, and God, I was like, am I going to fit in that dress? It was absolutely stunning.
Oh, I'm sure.
I look $1 million in that dress. I can't wait to put it on.
Oh, very nice. Well, you know what, Amma? It's been an absolute pleasure for you to come into our studio and speak to us today. Can't wait to see the film. When is it released? Is it the 11th?
Yes, it is the 11th, of course.
Excellent. Well, Anna's new movie out on the 11th. And once again, thank you very much, Amma, for joining us here on this evening. Bye.
Well, thank you, Pam, for that illuminating report.
Yes, all that's thirsty work. I'm sure that you'll need a drink. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Ah, you're all right. About time you had a bad taste
Oh!
in your mouth.
Pamela! That's very unprofessional.
And speaking of unprofessional, we're now crossing live to our roving beekeeper, Eric Hedison, to see how he's getting on with the fascinating report of the hobby of beekeeping. Eric, can you hear me there?
Hi, hello in the studio. Pam, I'm sorry, but I can barely hear you. Partly because I've got my finger in my ear, but also because of the intense hum of the bees. Yes, that's right. Apparently down here in Worcestershire, bees have had their honey stolen in the local bee sanctuary. They've become I'm sorry about that. Bees have become very agitated these days and are stinging anyone that comes within a radius of the bee sanctuary, including reporters like my good-looking self. That's it. Ow! Okay, oh, that's stinging. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I'm sorry. Bees! Don't laugh! I'm in pain! I'm pain! I pay you people to stand around!
Well, it appears we seem to have lost Eric there for a moment.
Yes, we're going to cut to a break.
Yes, after the break, we'll be catching it with Ben Necessities.
And we're getting the verdict on the long-awaited sponge cake from Alice.
Join us soon.